Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to The Scottish Job. This is episode number 25 with Glenrothes up in the sixth tier of Scottish football. And today we've got a South Challenge Cup fourth round match, a home game against the Spartans. But before we get to the Spartans, we played one more league game, and it was another very good 2-0 away victory for Glenrothes playing the Hillfield Swifts, and it was Curry with a penalty in the 38th minute and another goal in the 63rd minute that secured the 3 points. And as you can see from those match ratings on the right-hand side of the screen, everybody played very, very well. But that was a very good victory. And when we look at the league table, after 20 games, we're leading on 49 points. We're 8 points ahead of Lothian Thistle. We have a game in hand, and Hill of Beath are coming third on 39 points, and the Genefield Swifts on 35. So as far as the league goes, it's going very, very nicely, and it's nice to have that game in hand as well over second place. In the signing news, as I predicted, Malachi Reeve, he didn't sign for us in the end. He signed for Arbroath, which was a little bit disappointing. He signed on as a future prospect. I was going to offer him, I think, at least squad status at Glenrothes, but he spurned us and he went to Arbroath. I did approach Bobby Dean, but he wanted too much money, so I don't think he's going to be sticking around. And I must admit his pace of 7 is a little bit of a worry. I'd like central defenders to be a little bit quicker than a pace of 7. But today it's the South Challenge Cup fourth round match against the Spartans, and the Spartans are going to be very good opposition because they play in the Scottish Lowland League. They're currently first, and when we look at their table, they're first by a country mile, sitting on 51 points, 14 points ahead of Civil Service, which they do have a game in hand. But even if they win that, they're still going to be 11 points behind the Spartans. So they are certainly romping away with that particular league, and they've actually got a goal difference of plus 30. So obviously they've had some pretty good victories in that league. So I think the Spartans are going to be a very good gauge of just how good are Glenrothes. And of course, before we get to that game, if we look at the league table and if we look at rules, as you can see, if we come top here, we just go into a promotion playoff. And I'm not quite too sure how the playoff works, but I think we've got 3 teams here, and I guess the top team would probably get promoted to the Highland League, and then there's another playoff here for T6, and the top team would get promoted to the Lowland League. I'm not quite too sure if we come first, just which league we're going to be aiming for, but that's how it works in the East of Scotland Premier Division. You are not guaranteed automatic promotion if you come first. But anyway, let's stop talking about the league structure and its rules. We've got a very important South Challenge Cup game. The board would like us to get to the 5th round. So let's see if we can do that via the Spartans. And here's the starting 11 for today's game. We've got Richardson in goal, Walters, Flynn, Strachan and Lumsden across the back line with Motruck, Honeyman, Marshoes and Lovett in the midfield, and Higgs and Curry will lead the attacking line. And on the bench, we've got Bobby McGowan, Watson, Paver, Odeep, Bell, Edwards and Scotty Miller. Fionn McLeod-Kay, I could have used him, but he's just coming back from injury, so I'll give him another rest from football. Charlie Denton, he's sitting on a yellow, but I think we'll let Walters have a run in this cup game. So that's the starting 11 and the bench. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, I think we'll just tell the boys to go out and enjoy the match. No pressure. They're up against a pretty good side. We are the home team, but I think Spartans are going to be a very interesting side to watch playing today. But there didn't seem to be much of a crowd here, which is a little bit disappointing. I thought the Spartans might have drawn a pretty good crowd. But maybe the South Challenge Cup is Not of much interest to the fans. No one behind that particular goalmouth where you normally see the away support. And it was disappointing to miss out on Malachi Reeve. But once again, in Football Manager, you often get gazumped by other clubs. You don't get to sign the players that you would like. I think he would have been a very good backup and maybe a future central defender for the club. I think he was only 19 years of age. But anyway, very tentative start again from both sides. Only one shot in the match so far, and that's to Glenrothes. But this is the Spartans with possession. As the rain comes down here in Glenrothes, much like Sydney, decent cross with a header straight at Richardson. But yes, where I live, we've had a bucket full of rain in recent weeks. I think we must be the wettest city on the planet this year. Just an amazing amount of rain has fallen in such a short period of time. But anyway, back to the football. Let's stop talking about weather. This is Higgs putting a very, well, I think a 50-50 ball through for Curry to chase, and he couldn't get to it. Now Henderson and Brown for the Spartans. Well, that was a very poor pass, and this is Curry. He's got an opportunity. Oh, good save by the keeper. This is Higgs. Now Honeyman to Motruck. And that's been blocked, but Motruck to Marshoes. He tries his luck, but easy save by Yates. But that was a very good save by Yates earlier on. I really thought we were going to take an early lead. But I think I'll call out some encouragement to the boys. They've been looking fairly lively, I think. That was Motruck with a free. But for some reason, our players showed very little interest in trying to get to that ball, and Henderson got to it first. And this is Brown for the Spartans. Now Henderson again. Some nice, clever passing by the visitors. But they're mucking around with a bit at the moment. But this is Brown and Christie. Somebody's bound to have a shot. And here it is, Christie. Oh, well, did he shoot? I think Richardson got his hands onto that, I think. But the ball still ended up in the back of the net. But I was just waiting for someone to have a shot. Let's take a look at this. So Brown and Christie. And Christie gets it again. And he fires in his... Oh, well, Richardson, yeah... He got his paws to it, at least one, but went straight through him. So 1-0 to the Spartans. I must admit that was a very, very nice goal from outside the box. And after a pretty good opening start, I thought, by Glenrothes, we find ourselves trailing as the rain continues to come down. Talking about the game. This is Henderson for the Spartans. Now playing on the left wing. Decent header by another Henderson, but just over the bar. So they've got a couple of Hendersons on the pitch here. A B Henderson and a C Henderson for the visitors. I think I'll demand a little bit more from the boys. We are the home side. And I think we can be just as good as the Spartans on our day. But at the moment, it's not quite happening. Although the shot count is all nice and even, and we've had plenty of possessions, 61%, 3 corners to 1. So we can't complain about possession. We haven't been starved of the ball at all. But we just don't seem to be doing a great deal with it, and bit of a surprise to see our 2 strikers rating a little bit poorly. They normally don't do that. Anyway, this is the visitors with possession once again. McBride with a decent run. Now Lyon will pump it in. Oh, and there's the second. Brown with a header that beats Richardson. So 2-0 to the Spartans. Well, after such a bright start to this half, it hasn't really turned out very well for Glenrothes. So line with a cross in and Brown glancing header to the far corner, and he beat Richardson. So we'll have to do a little bit of soul searching, I think, come half time. But if we can maybe get one back just before the break, it'll make things a little bit easier at half time. But this is Lovett. And he plays it back to Walters. Now Honeyman. He's got to look for Marsh Hughes. Now this is Higgs. Tries his luck. Oh, good save by Yates. And that'll be stopped. Oh, it's put out by one of their players for a corner. He could have probably stopped that, I think, and cleared it upfield. Anyway, Motruck with the corner. And that's headed away. And this is Flynn, who should get to it first. Now Walters. End of our highlight. Well, that might be it for the first 45 minutes. And I think it's going to be 2 minutes of added time. Breezy, possible hail, 2 degrees. Here we are, half time. Only 59 fans here, only one supporting the Spartans. That really does surprise me. I thought they would have had more than just one fan here. 2-0 to the visitors, but as you can see on the match stats, it's all pretty even. Four shots apiece. We've had plenty of possession, 6 corners to 2. But they've done the damage so far in the opening 45 minutes. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, at halftime, some interesting selections there for a team talk. I think I'll roll the dice here. Let's do some thrashing of arms, and I'm going to tell the boys, what was that? Get your act together and start playing football, because I really think we can be doing much better than that. That was quite a poor opening 45 minutes, apart from maybe the opening 10 minutes where we were looking, I thought, quite decent. We really fell away, but anyway, can we make amends in the second half? But it's Spartans with the possession. They seem to be controlling it rather well at the moment. As the rain continues to come down, so this game looks as though it's going to be played in pretty wet conditions. Anyway, Flynn with a free kick. Now Honeyman and Marsh Hughes, ooh, nice ball out to Motruck. Plenty of room out there on the left. He's got players in the box. Can he find one? No, he can't. That's been cleared by the defence, but only as far as Lumsden. So he plays it to Marsh Hughes. Now to Honeyman. Now Strachan back to Honeyman. Now Curry to Higgs. He's through. And Higgs with a beautiful driving shot. Well, he's given us a very good chance here. Early goal in the second half. Let's have a look at this again. Strachan and Honeyman. A nice ball to Curry. Lovely one to Higgs. And look at that beautiful slight curve on the ball. And he beats the keeper, Yates. So 2-1. We have a chance now to maybe really take the game to the Spartans and show them just what Glenrothes are all about. This is Honeyman again. He finds Curry. He's through. Oh, good save by Yates. The flag didn't go up, so that was another very good opportunity for Glenrothes. And they are knocking on their door, which is good to see. Still very tight on the match stats. We still seem to be getting the fair share of possession. We need to get a second goal just to tie up this game and start putting some doubt maybe into the minds of the Spartans. But anyway, another highlight. Lumsden with a throw to Lovett. Gets his cross in, looking for Higgs, but that's been headed away. And Brown for the Spartans will come away with it. Now this is Smith, back to Henderson, B. This is almost a Henderson, C. Now Lovett plays it through for Curry. He might be offside. He scored. The flag The linesman has kept his flag down, I think, and they've done it. 2-2. I thought for a split moment there, when Lovett played this ball, I thought Curry might have been offside, but look at that. What an angle. What a goal. That's a really good equaliser. So they've done it. They've turned the game around. They've come from 2 goals down at half time. And we'll see this one again. Lovely finish by Curry. So game on. Now the Spartans have found out just what Glenrothes can actually do when they decide to play football. A third goal would be very, very nice. We're into the 64th minute. And we'll have to start thinking of maybe a substitution or two. Ollie Walters not having the greatest of games at left fullback. Now this is Henderson C for the Spartans. Now War. Oh, that's cleared by Lumsden as far as Higgs. Now here comes Motruck. And he finds Higgs. And he plays it back to Walters. That's a good ball for Motruck. Can he get a cross in? He can. This is for Curry. Well, yeah, easy header in the moment. Always straight at Yates. No problems there. But okay, we're going to make our first substitution. Let's see who we got on the bench. I think what we'll do, we'll give young Junior Paver. He can play at left back, so we'll give him that opportunity. And in midfield, I think I'll leave things the way they are at the moment. We'll confirm that substitution. I mean, Harry Lovett is sitting on a yellow card, so I probably should keep a bit of an eye on that. But let's call out some encouragement to the boys because they've done really well in the second half to come from 2 goals down. And our midfielders, Marsh Hughes, is starting to run out of a bit of petrol. But anyway, we'll see what happens with this highlight. Now this is Curry playing it through, but a little bit too far forward for Higgs. So the Spartans can slowly work it out of their half. They do keep the ball rather nicely when they've got possession. Now this is Brown. He plays it through to Russell. Oh, nice ball. Oh, well, good intervening tackle there by Strachan. This is Henderson C playing it back to Moyer. Deep and just out for a goal kick. Well, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Anyway, Richardson was trying to find, I think, Lovett out there on the right. This is Henderson C again. Bit of a weaving run, gets a cross in. Nice cross. Henderson punches it away. Motruck. Now, can he release it for one of the forwards? He's looking for Curry. And he'll just find him. Curry is through. Can he do it again? Oh, he almost did. He went for that far top corner. Gee, that was close. Very, very close. Okay, let's make another substitution. We're into the 80th minute of the game. I think what we'll do, we'll bring on Kyle Bell for Marsh Hughes in midfield. And this is going to be a really tough one. I think that's all I'll do at the moment. We'll see what happens, because I guess if it finishes 2-2, this will go into extra time. But if that happens, we've got a substitution up our sleeve in extra time. But we're into the 85th minute. Is somebody going to pull a rabbit out of the hat and score a third goal? I don't think I'll do any more shouts. Well, we'll do one more. Let's demand a little bit more. 4 minutes of added time. This is Lumsden throwing it to Curry. Now to Lovett. Gets a cross in. Well, he found Honeyman. Now Strachan to Lumsden again. And certainly this is a pretty wet game of football where playing in. The rain doesn't seem to ease up. Now, nice ball out to Motruck. Can he get his cross in? He has. This is Curry, but easy header straight to Yates. So that might be, I reckon, it for normal time. Must only be seconds left in this particular match. And there it is. Well, okay, extra time kickoff. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, let's do once again some more finger pointing, I think, and I'm going to tell them I'm proud of everyone's effort so far. Keep it going. We can win this, because I really think we can. That was a great second half from the team. I really think that if we can continue playing like that, we will beat the Spartans. Although it could go to penalties, of course. I got to keep that in the back of my mind. But we do have another substitution up our sleeve, which is very, very good. And I think I'll call out some encouragement to the boys once again, try and lift them up. Anyway, this is Paver with a throw to Honeyman. Now Paver puts a nice cross in, and that's Curry dealt with it beautifully, and he has made it 3-2. Let's have a look at this again. Paver with the throw. Honeyman gives it back to him. A nice cross. And there was Curry beating his opponent in the air. The goalkeeper made a pretty good attempt to save it, but that was an excellent goal by Curry, who really has been on fire all season long. But the game's not over yet. Plenty of football left in this extra time. Now this is Bell looking for Motruck. He must be almost running out of petrol. Can he get a decent cross in? He's going to take it to the byline. He's Lovett. Oh, and Yates. I thought the defender was going to maybe get in the keeper's road there. Motruck, yes, he must be almost exhausted, but he's not the only one out there. Lovett, Lumsden, Flynn, all must be feeling pretty tired. But it's 3-2 to Glenrothes, so the board will be delighted if this is the final scoreline. And that's it at extra time, half time. So let's kick off the second half straight away. Only 15 minutes away from a fifth round appearance in this cup competition. Anyway, Russell gave the ball away to Honeyman. Now this is Flynn, and that's the end of our highlight. Well, I'm going to make a substitution very, very soon. Let's do it now. What I think I'll do, I've got a couple of guys on yellow. Let's bring on O'Deep. He can replace Dylan Honeyman as a ball-winning midfielder. At least we get rid of one of those yellow cards. And some fresh legs in the midfield, I guess, won't do any harm. Anyway, this is Strachan now, and Flynn. Now this is O'Deep to Curry. Now Lovett, for some reason, ran infield, but he's got the ball now. This is Bell, nice move. Higgs, Curry. Can he try and... No, Lovett will probably cross it, looking for Motruck. But Yates dealt with that with ease. So only about 10 minutes left in the match. Young Paver, who's done very well at left back. I must admit he can play left or right. I think from memory, right is his better position, but he quits himself very well when he's played in a left back role. Now this is O'Deep and Paver exchanging a couple of passes now. Motruck once again put in a great shift. Some nice patient passing here by the boys. Long one looking for Curry, and he's going to just get to it. He can cut it back to Lovett. He can try his luck, and he does, but got right under that. And he put it over, well over the bar. So only about 7 minutes maybe left in this match. 3-2 to the Glens. Now Richardson trying to find Motruck out there on the left. He's done that. Now Higgs, he's still got the legs to get to the ball. Can he find his counterpart? No, Yates punches it away. Could have caught it. That's cleared downfield. Good header by Strachan. But still time for the Spartans to maybe get an equaliser. We're in the 116th minute. Now this is Bell looking for Motruck. I don't think he's too keen to do another run, but this is Higgs. And O'Deep and Higgs again. Now O'Deep to Bell. Now Curry through to Higgs. He's through. Oh, another good save by Yates. And he'll clear it upfield. Good move by Glenrothes, but a very good save by Yates, I must admit. Anyway, this is Bell now. He sent Higgs through. Does he have the legs to get clear? Not quite, and he sends his shot high and wide. Well, it looks as though Glenrothes are going to be the team that's more likely to score again. And I think we'll do some time wasting now. We'll really start to ramp that up. Must be only barely a minute left in the game. This is Bell. And he lost out to Dempster there. Now Yates, he's probably going to have to clear this. I was going to say straight down the park, but he's probably going to do it now because time is running out for the Spartans if they want to get a third goal. Now this is Lumsden, won that header. Now Curry to Lovett. Just got to run down the flank, and he's doing just that. Can he get a cross in? Cuts it back to Bell. Bell sends it in, but that's been headed away. Now, Christie for the Spartans. This is probably their final chance, I reckon, for an equaliser. Not a good ball. Well, they squandered that. This is Lumsden just lumping it forward. That'll do. Bauer puts it back straight to Strachan. And that's it. A 3-2 victory in extra time to Glenrothes. What an excellent game against a very good side, the Spartans. And just look at that, 20 shots to 10, much better XG, nearly 60% possession, 11 corners to 6. And after trailing 2-0 at half-time, the Glens have come back and done so well in the second half, and also extra time to win. That's a wonderful, wonderful victory. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, you've got to be really happy after that victory. Let's tell the boys that, well, there's a couple here that I think are very, very good, but I'm going to say people are going to talk about that comeback for a while, and rightly so. Very well done, because it was an excellent comeback. So let's go and see who we play next. And as you can see, our next game is in 4 days' time away to Pennycuick in the league, but let's have a look at the schedule. And as you can see, the next South Challenge fifth round game is not until late February, but I think what we'll do, we'll play quite a few games offline. We'll come back for the Linlithgow Rose game in the league. That's a home game, and that should be a pretty good one because the Rose are currently coming fifth. So the Pennycuick, Musselburgh, Broxburn, Craig Royston and Crossgates games, we'll play all those games offline. And looking a little bit further down the track into March, you can see two games there in the East Southwest Cup Winners' Shield. That's against Drumtrapple United and Lochar Thistle. I think that's come about because we won the East of Scotland qualifying cup last season. And by doing that, we've qualified for the East Southwest Cup Winners' Shield, but that's quite a few weeks down the track in the game. So anyway, that's the video for today. A very good 3-2 victory over the Spartans, and I think the Spartans were a very good side, and it was great to see that comeback in the second half after we found ourselves 2 goals down at half time. Anyway, that's the video. As I said, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.